Laurent Fournier, his replacement, is a very different player. Success for the home side would depend much on the trio which wrought the equaliser in Milan: an Englishman, a Ghanaian, and the current top Frenchman, Waddle, Pelé, and Papin. Milan welcome back Franco Baresi. He's recovered from injury, but the choice of Agostini as the deputy for Marco van Basten has caused surprise, as has the selection of Sebastiano Rossi in goal, who has never previously played in a European match. The officials tonight come from Sweden. The referee is Bo Carlson. Marseille attacking the goal to our right. And before the match really gets any feel at all, prospects from Glenn Hoddle.
Well, what a fantastic setting this is tonight, and both teams with immense talent. With the draw in the first leg, it's nicely balanced, and obviously both teams are going to be coming out and looking for the win.
Almeta. It's Moser, the Brazilian sweeper. 3 up at the moment for Marseille. Baresi just shooting it back to give Rossi his first touch. Quite a test for him. First touch for Hullet. Quite what Rijkaard intended, and the first free kick is against Costa Curta. And the victim is perhaps predictable, Jean-Pierre Papin. His pace will certainly test Costa Curta, provided he's allowed to have 2 legs to run on. Cassoni is going to take it. Milan pushing up, but Waddle getting up on the right side, and Maldini struggling a little bit. Germain, accidental, said the referee. That's good play by Germain. Shot was from Abedi Pelé. Really lovely control by Germain. It was a dive in, and so much off balance with Franco Baresi, it wasn't true. But Pelé went a bit for the spectacular. He was reaching a bit for it, and it was up higher than he wanted it. Raymond Goethals, third manager that Marseille have had this season. He took over from Franz Beckenbauer at the turn of the year. And Beckenbauer still has a role upstairs, as they say. Not one I imagine that he enjoys too much. But a bright start by the Marseille team.
Yes, very much so. It's twice now they've got down the right-hand side and got to the byline and just not managed to pick out the right person in the middle. But a very encouraging start, yes.
Waddle seeing a lot of the ball. Papin. His first touch, to tell the truth, wasn't the best he's ever had. Wonderful crossfield ball by Waddle, who incidentally is being watched by the England manager. Well, the match is being watched, would be more accurate. Can't believe that Graham Taylor needs to know any more about Waddle. Germain is the only Marseille player in the 6-yard area. Bit of pushing, and it came off Baresi from the head of Germain. Oh, wonderful dummy and free kick against Ivani. Took 2 with that. He'd had a good look around too. And then he was pulled back by Ivani. Amoros or Waddle? Odds, I think, on Waddle. Moser is up on the far side. Germain is just ahead of him. Amoros takes it. And it was Moser he came closest to finding. I don't think the director is listening to me. Donadoni. And he's got his free kick. Very difficult for the referee. The linesman might have had a better view of that. Well, in fact, the referee was dead right, wasn't he? Ball for the cross. Very, very good claim by Pascal Olmeta. Good turn by Bolly. Moser immediately moving for the return ball. Saki has won 1 championship, 2 European Cups. One or two around me are feeling for the penalty. Papin got a knock on the head, but it was never a penalty, but that was a trip. Well, no referee was going to give that.
He's looking for everything at the moment. Like, he goes up to the ball here. The keeper's got him flapped at it a little bit. And might have caught him, but it's never a penalty.
Rossi certainly unmoved by the incident. Baresi, so far the personality of the match. Mauro Tassotti. Useful for Ivani from Agostini. It's a test. Goal kick. Well, the first time that Agostini has come into the match, and it ended with that header by Hullet as he was challenged by Olmeta.
Yeah, it was a beautiful ball from Agostini in behind the fullback. And Ivani there, great cross. And the goalkeeper coming out there, never getting there, and just doing enough to put Gullit off. But you sense that Milan are just dragging themselves into the game now and settling down.
Papin. Definitely tripped by Tassotti, and the first yellow card about to be shown. Baresi trying to prevent the action of the Swedish referee. But one really can't blame him. He's had enough of constantly having to whistle. Tackles, niggles, bits of acting. It'll be Waddle to take. Amoros on the near side. Inside him is Pele. Amoros, in fact, makes the first run. Germain's up as well. His run was blocked, too. Now Fournier goes forward. Good header by Ancelotti. Offside.
There you see them, all the red and black shirts sprinting out together there. I mean, it's like clockwork. And Baresi gives the shout, the hand goes up, and they all come out. And they keep catching them at the moment, but it's a dicey game to play, especially when you're away from home.
That was Amoros went down. Oof, dear, oh dear, Ancelotti way away from him making any real challenge for the ball, and the referee again absolutely right. That will certainly have hurt.
Yeah, I can't understand a challenge like that. Fernier's going towards the sidelines, going nowhere. There's no danger for him, and he's really got himself booked in a very sort of mediocre position on the pitch. There was no danger to Milan, and he's going to obviously regret that.
Oli, nicely done. There's a space here for Fournier. Looking for Papin. Ancelotti caught daydreaming. Good claim, but he's outside the area. Handball. No doubt about that. That's where it's gone out. And Waddle makes his point, gets the free kick. And cues the volume. Germain just short of the 6-yard line. Pelé alongside him, Waddle behind them, being marked at the moment by Hullet. Bolly prepared to run from the back, Rijkaard prepared to get in the way. What a good try by Germain. Just a little bit shorter. And a strong header, but he just couldn't get it down enough.
He was under a lot of pressure there, and it was just a little bit too high for him. He just couldn't guide it into the corner. But it's obviously the best chance of the game so far.
Too long. Oh, suddenly came back a bit. Ivani looking for Hullet. That's on his header. And the foot was left. The trip comes. We're now playing the time that the referee has to add on for a lot of stoppages. A couple of injuries, nothing serious, a couple of bookings. Rijkaard. Bullet is waiting, but not there. Rijkaard. Olmeta gets enormous applause around me for what was a pretty bread and butter save. Rijkaard getting there ahead of Moser. Referee has his first look at the watch. As the half-time approaches, that is. And it has, Glenn, been a disappointing half, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. It's been a bit scrappy after the first 10 minutes. It's got very, very scrappy, but there's so much pressure on the ball in midfield, and I think as tired legs start to come about in the second half, I think we'll see a little bit more football.
At half-time in the second leg, it's Marseille 0, AC Milan 0. No changes in the teams during the half-time interval. And away we go on the second half in a match which Milan have to score if they're to hold on to the European Cup they've won for the past 2 seasons. This in total is their 13th tie under Sacchi. And as Marseille scored in the San Siro Stadium a fortnight ago, it means that Baresi's side have to score here. It ends at 1-1 after the 90 minutes, and the aggregate score, that will put Marseille through. Ivani. Moser. Costa-Curta beaten comprehensively by Waddle. Baresi with several looks. Played it wide to give himself room. Some good industry from Papin. Maldini. Bolli wants to bounce the better. And the first free kick of the second half. Another all fall down. And the ball with the French. Crowd who were quite quiet for most of the first half after the opening 10 minutes. And the game, frankly, started to fizzle out into a physical battle. There seemed to be onlookers not understanding what they were seeing. This is Donadoni, hasn't been in the match that much. And won't be with passes like that, but he was very cross with Hoodley for not making a run for him. Played by Waddle, starting down the middle. Allez. Fournier.
Yes, a nice little move there from Marseille. And you see, great bit of skill there by Chris. Tremendous skill. And it looks as if he's going to play a little bit closer to Papin. And I think they might get a lot more joy from this. Chris has been a little bit isolated on the right wing there. And I think by getting closer, it's going to cause more problems for Milan.
Again, they've got the two forward, and the free kick is given right on the edge. Massaro, since he came on, has added a bit of pep forward. Bit of a battle with Moser. And the challenge was a bit wild on Agostini. Donadoni is on the ball. Rijkaard, number 8, poised to move to the right. Ivani might try to curl the other way, and does. And it's well over the top by Almeta. To enormous applause. Look at the fall down in the wall. It was a good save.
Yeah, good free kick there from Ivani. He's picked the right corner. Great save there from Almeta, and I'll give him a lot of confidence.
4 to come forward, now 5. Spectacularly away by Papin. Very good clearance. Two falling down the wall, it curled over the top, and it was a very good stop. Three of them are offside. Bit of the bite a bit, Rijkaard was all the time.
Yeah, Gullit was very annoyed there. He'd made a terrific run, timed it to perfection, and he found that his two strikers are trying to turn and get in there for the ball. And it was tailor-made really for the ball for Gullit.
The flag stays down as Papin doesn't make the most of the opportunity. Wasn't too happy with the challenge of the goalkeeper. Flag up for offside again. Referee lets play go. Rather waves play on. Not the best of challenges by Maldini. It was a strong contest too, involving Baresi. And Moser misses out. What a good header by Cassoni. But Baresi still recovering from the knock he got from Pele at the other end. This is where it came. Both went in with a grimace on the face, and Baresi didn't like the challenge of the Ghanaian one little bit.
the game at the moment really is crying out for a little bit of inspiration from somewhere, whether it be Milan or Marseille, a little bit of something different to change the face of the game.
Waddle. Baresi committed across. It's a strong challenge. And the second substitution to be made by Milan. Simone is coming on in place of Donadoni. So Sacchi has played his hand. And there are a little less than 17 minutes remaining. Still 0-0 in the second leg. Milan trying to recover from the goal they conceded at the San Siro Stadium a fortnight ago.
I'll say you've been a little bit disappointed tonight with Donadoni, and obviously he's taken him off there and looking to make a tactical change again. I think they're getting a little bit desperate at the moment, Milan.
Cassotti will be very disappointed with that, because there was a lot of space in front of him. And he had 4 players ahead of him too. Rijkaard. Papin. Gullit made the pass for him. Amoros. Bolly has gone forward. This is Waddle. Baresi played a part in the start of the counter. Good challenge by Cassoni. Pelé. Papin in the middle, but he's alone. Waddle way over the far side. Little touch, might get him in. Good strike, goal! Well, they've put it together again, the three. The Ghanaian, the Frenchman, and the Englishman. And it's the Englishman who scored. But it was a lovely little header on that's produced ecstasy in Marseille. Good cross. Papin was the only player up there. Waddle staying on the right side and coming in on it. Hit it truly. And it flew past the right hand of Rossi. And Marseille had the lead.
Yeah, a great little touch here from Papin, and what a great finish. Look, he's kept his head straight through the ball. Look, set in the corner. The goalkeeper couldn't quite get there, and it's a tremendous effort from Chrissy Waddle. And Milan now have really got a big task to get back into this game.
Well, I think I should tell you that as the ball came across from Pelé to Papin, I just heard Glenn Hoddle whisper, touch. You may have heard it, and it was exactly what was required, because Waddle was waiting for just that. Marseille looking for a place in the semi-final for the second season running. Good determination from Chris Waddle. This is Papin. He's been driven a little wide by the pass. Pelé makes the forward run. Germain. That's good play. Waddle once more. 3 in the box. But nobody there.
He's really come alive, hasn't he, Chrissy Waddle, since the goal. He's flying with confidence, and he's really looking a great player tonight.
On by Gullit. Good challenge by Dimeco. Germain. Pelé. There's a man behind, the man in possession. Cassoni was aware of that. And Papin's got away. Referee played it well. Becris. Oh! It was taken off his toe and very nearly put into his own net by Maldini, but he had to make the challenge. Costacurta all over Papin. Referee did awfully well to let play continue. And Vacris came to the right, and while he was hesitating, Maldini got the foot in, and the ball just went past the far post. Produces the corner, which will take the game into its final minute. And the referee will have again time to add on for the stoppages. Germain on the near edge of the 6-yard area. Rijkaard's header. Dimeco's miss. Bullet. Moser. Germain. Amoros. Pele. Lost possession. And the flag is up for offside. Cassoni was the only player who stayed back. But just offside. As the final seconds tick away.
Well, yes, it certainly hasn't been the Milan that we've come to expect. And, you know, very pleased for Chris and Marseille tonight. Obviously, with my French connections, they look as if they're going to be going through. Very happy. And they've defended quite well at times.
And the referee has blown the final whistle. And Chris Waddle's goal. Well, it looked as though he'd blown the final whistle. But the players are staying on the pitch. He pointed towards the corner. But he has not blown the final whistle. Well, the sweep confused everybody then. Because he definitely pointed towards the corner where the dressing rooms are. Few more seconds to play. Moser with another header. Half the floodlights have gone out. Absolute chaos at the finish of the contest. Waddle doesn't need light for inspiration. What a run by Waddle! This is a brilliant goal. He's so unlucky. He's so unlucky. Oh, how much that deserved a goal. But it doesn't matter, except that it would have been nice for such a moment of brilliance to have ended with the ball in the net. But his goal has decided this quarter-final. It's brought the end of AC Milan as the lights go out all over the place in Marseille. It's brought the end of Milan's run in the European Cup. And it's taken Marseille through, or has it? We've had an exchange of shirts, and again the referee says, I've not blown the final whistle. It is absolute farce. Well, it was halfway back to the dressing room. They don't know what's going on, and frankly, I don't too. And I can't believe they're going to allow more seconds because of the one set of floodlights. But he's got to play the actual time. But it's twice the referee has seemingly signaled the end of the game. But I think this is just a stoppage because of the floodlights. Well, if the players don't know what the position is, they're not alone, I can assure you. Crowd around me don't know. And I certainly don't know. But the light is perfectly good enough for play to continue if the referee says there are more seconds to be played. But Milan seem to be leaving the field. Sacchi can smile. This is quite disgraceful. They're being pulled off. All the officials from the clubs getting involved. The crowd getting restive. This is a very dangerous situation which has been brought on quite needlessly. Quite needlessly. And Milan have taken full advantage of it. For 2 seasons and more, they have been the best club in Europe, the best club indeed in World Club football, because they've won that title as well. To end their European run in such a way would bring great disgrace on a fine club.
Yes, they're letting themselves down very badly here tonight. And, they're going to be remembered for the wrong reasons.
Now the referee is putting the ball down for the goal kick to be taken. And still we wait for Milan to return to the field of play. There's perfectly adequate light. It's just a trap door. He's called it at the end of the match. Milan wouldn't come back, and I hope that means that Marseille are the victors and there will be no complaint. Certainly Marseille view it that way, and the referee, who rather brought this on himself, I feel, by exaggerating the problems with the light, finally confirms that Marseille have gone through to the semi-final, courtesy of the goal by Chris Waddle. It's been a very good 48 hours for English and British in Europe, with the success yesterday of Manchester United, and now Chris Waddle of England scoring the goal which takes the French champions Marseille through to the semi-finals. And Milan, quite frankly, leave the field in utter disgrace because of their attempts to cheat.
Really disturbing scenes at the end there, much confusion and much debate still to come.